I'm home. Hi guys, I am back in Johannesburg. I landed really early this morning and I obviously had to get some sleep, and then I woke up around 11, had something to eat, had a shower, and it is like 1:30 right now. And yeah, yesterday's flights were okay. The first one was nice because I had the road to myself. I tried to get footage for you guys, but I only got snippets here and there. I thought I would make the whole like coming back home vlog thing, but then I couldn't. I just didn't get enough footage. It was okay. The traveling was nice. My second flight was horrible. I need to tell you guys this. It was horrible. Really, just other passengers. Basically, I got on board and this pregnant lady was in my seat and she didn't speak English and she didn't understand, and I was showing her my boarding pass, like, you're in my seat. But then the two ladies next to her were her friends and stuff, so they asked me if I could take her seat. Guess where her seat was? In the middle. It was a middle seat. I hate middle seats. You can't move, you can't do anything. And this flight was like jam-packed, hey? So it's not like I could move anywhere else, although I did try. There was this one row, 2 rows behind me. I was basically, my original seat was 21 Alpha, 21A, and this lady was in 21K, which was a middle seat. So I ended up going and sitting there, but then I noticed that row 23, JK and L were all empty. And I'm like, okay, cool, and I just kept an eye on it. And then when I saw that boarding was finished, I go back there, and as I get there, this random guy goes and sits down, and I knew that that wasn't his original seat because I'd seen him sitting somewhere else, like close to the overwing. And so I quickly just go up to him and I'm like, hi, do you mind if I come and sit at the window if no one else is coming on board? And he's like, well, I was hoping to sleep. And I was like, yeah, me too. Like, that's obviously why I want, because he was sitting in the aisle seat. So then, and then he had the other 2 seats open. And so if I had come in, I would have sat in the window seat and we would have had the seat between us open. So that's still a bit more space. And then he just like ignores me and turns around, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And I go up to the flight attendants and I'm like, hi, is boarding finished? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, is it okay if I move to row 23? Because right now I've kind of been like moved and stuck into a middle seat, and it's not even my original seat. And they were like, yeah, of course, if it's free, go and sit there. And I turn around and I get to the row, and this guy, let's call him Mr. Flint, just for argument's sake, he decides he's gonna go and now pull up all the armrests and lie down. He's lying down across all 3 seats as if this is now his house, his territory, and that I have no say and I can't, you know, make him now get up, even though we haven't taken off yet. So either way, he starts to get up and like fasten his seatbelt and stuff, and he can only sleep once we're in there. But whatever, I digress. So yeah, I was like, oh, okay, what a little mean person. I'm trying to keep my wording PG, but you know, the word I'm thinking of is much harsher and definitely not PG-13, but whatever. I was so upset. I was like, really? And so I go and I sit back down in my seat, and the guy next to me is like, what happened to moving? And I'm like, the guy just decided to lie across all 3 seats. He doesn't even want to be woken up, he doesn't want to be moved or anything. And he's like, dude, that's a douchebag move. And I'm like, oh yeah. But he also used a harsher word than douchebag. But anyway, I'm sitting in my car because this is the one thing I wanted to do. This is like the one thing I really missed about being home, is just literally sitting in my car. I'm gonna go run a few errands, but I just wanted to finish filming this because there's no electricity inside. So I'm like really bummed out. Now I'm kind of forced to leave the house. But anyway, my little situation with Mr. Flint inspired me, if I can find it, inspired me to talk about passenger do's and don'ts. It's just a list I made of things that I was noticing during my flights yesterday that irritate either other passengers or the flight attendants. So obviously, because it is me, I decided I'm gonna give you guys some tips. When you're a passenger, these are the things you should and shouldn't do. So let's start with the don'ts. So the don'ts that I noticed are: don't poke the flight attendant. This has happened a lot for me and I don't know why I haven't ever brought it up before, but I always see it and it's always so annoying. Like, if you want something from your flight attendant, wait until she turns around and be like, excuse me miss, and she'll be more than happy to help you. If you poke her while she's busy with the person next to you or in front of you, that's a hell of a way to get her pissed off at you. And then please don't be stubborn when you're told what to do. We once had a flight where we were at the end of the runway and we were waiting to take off. The pilots were waiting for us to give them a cabin secure, and we couldn't because there was this middle-aged businessman who kept saying that he flies a lot. So, you know, this was really weird for us to get from someone who flies a lot. But he was busy saying, other airlines always let me wear my earphones when we're taking off, so I'm gonna wear my earphones. And we're standing there going, there's not a chance that any other flight attendant would ever let you wear your earphones during takeoff. I'm not taking my earphones off. So yeah, we literally had to tell the captain, and he was like, well, tell him if he doesn't listen to you guys now, I'm gonna turn this plane around and kick him off of my flight. So yeah, guys, I think a lot of people don't understand that when you buy your ticket and you say I agree to all the terms and conditions or whatever, that means you are agreeing to follow every instruction given to you by the cabin crew and the pilots. If we say jump, you have to jump. It is by law. We would never just tell you to jump, you know, but like by law, you have to listen to us. That is how we are allowed to get people arrested if they don't listen to us, or if they start acting all crazy or they're too drunk and all that stuff. That's how we are allowed to offload them, because they aren't listening to us, they are not following our procedures and our instructions. So sorry, you're getting off the flight. But yeah, so this man eventually, thanks to the other passengers saying, dude, it's 5 minutes, you can put your earphones back on when we're in the air, then he only decided to take them off. But he really was like, this is the battle. And we were all astonished, like, really, this is the fight you want to fight today? Like, to get to wear your earphones for the next 5 minutes? Oh, come on. Anyway, my third don't is, please don't be selfish. Don't be like a Mr. Flint. Like, it is not your house. We have all paid for our tickets, for our seat on this flight, and it just isn't your house. Like, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, you guys. When you start taking your shoes off and getting overly comfortable and putting your feet up on another seat and stuff, that is disgusting. And it is really selfish, because there are other people around you whose feelings and just comfort that you should be considering. So yeah, please don't be like that guy. Don't be a Mr. Flint. Now, moving on to my do's. Number 1, do greet your flight attendant when you are boarding. It is the easiest way to piss someone off, or at least frustrate them, to not greet them. Like, when you walk into a restaurant, do you really not greet your waiter and waitress? Do you just go and you find yourself a table and you sit down? No, you don't. It is common courtesy to greet the person that is going to be serving you, not only serving you actually, but looking out for your safety for the next few hours on this plane. So guys, please just greet your flight attendant. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Just be nice. Just be nice. That's all I'm asking. And then if you are uncomfortable, my second do is do ask to move. Obviously, be aware of the situation. If it is a full flight, then sorry for you, but you probably will not get a chance to move. But if it isn't that full and you can, and like, also just like look around, watch out. Usually the flight attendants make an announcement to say that all passengers are on board. And if you hear that announcement, or you see the flight attendants start closing doors and stuff, and you can see that there's plenty of open seats, then just get up and ask one of the other flight attendants if it's okay for you to move. Trust me, we usually don't mind. We usually don't mind at all. So if it is gonna make your trip more comfortable, like if you were stuck in a middle seat like I was yesterday and you're just asking to move to a window seat or to just a row with a few more free seats, then it's fine, it's okay. We always say if there's anything to make your flight more comfortable, please don't hesitate to ask the flight attendants. Then my last do, please do know your order. If you are going to be asking for tea or coffee or a Coke or whatever on that flight, know how you take it. Don't wait for us to ask you. If you know that you always take your Coke with ice, then make sure you mention that the minute the flight attendant is asking you what you would like to drink. My hugest pet peeve during a service is, especially when it is specifically time for tea and coffee, and I ask a passenger if they would like some tea or coffee and they say yes please. Am I supposed to put both the tea and coffee in the cup for you? Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to read your mind? Just say yes, I'll have a black coffee with 2 sugars. You know how you take your coffee, so just say it. Say yes, milk and 2 sugars, milk and 3 sugars, no milk, no sugar, whatever. Just tell me how you want your coffee. Don't make me force it out of you and constantly ask. It's only going to make everyone more productive, and it's going to make the service move on a lot more swiftly if you know how you take your coffee. Someone asks you, what would you like to drink? You say, hi, I'll have a black tea with 2 sugars please. Done. Perfect. That's it. Okay. Sorry if this seemed like a bit of a rant, but yeah. Lack of sleep plus middle seat plus Mr. Flint plus load shedding has, it's just, it is what it is. But whatever, I'm going to go and do my shopping now and run my errands. But yeah, I think this is where I will end this vlog, because I was hoping to have a lot more footage with what I got up to yesterday, but I really couldn't because it was mostly sitting in a plane and walking through security. That was pretty much it. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. What are your pet peeves? What are things that you notice people doing when you're traveling? And once again, please be safe this festive season. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be probably uploading a few more vlogs a bit more consistently while I'm here in Joburg. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.